God says, I order you. Something very shocking will happen in the next 1 hour concerning your son's fate. Open this urgent message immediately before it's too late. My child, listen to me. This is not just another moment. This is not something to scroll past. This is a divine interruption. I, the Lord your God, am speaking directly to your heart. A window has opened in time, and what you do in these next few minutes can shape what happens in the next hour, especially for your son. If you are reading this, it means I have chosen you to receive it. This is not by accident. You must not ignore this call. You must not delay. I urge you with everything within me, stay here and let nothing distract you. Your son's life, destiny, and future are being weighed right now in the Spirit. Comment Amen if you believe I am speaking to you now. Yes, I said it. Something shocking is about to unfold concerning your son. The enemy has been planning in secret. He has been trying to set traps, delays, destruction, and confusion. But I, your God, have stepped into this very hour to intercept what was meant to destroy him. I will not allow it to pass without warning you first. Because you have cried out to me for your son. Because I have seen you weep in the silence. Because I have seen your sleepless nights when no one else knew what you carried. I have seen every prayer, even the ones whispered through your tears. And now I respond not with a whisper, but with thunder. My hand is stretched out. You are not alone in this. I am with you. I go before you. I surround you and your son with my presence, and no weapon formed against him will prosper. But you must take this seriously. There are battles happening right now in the unseen. Spiritual things that look invisible, but are more real than what your eyes can see. Demonic strategies are being pushed against your child's path, but I am canceling them right now through your faith, through your obedience, and through your prayers. That is why I tell you to stay until the end. Because breakthrough is not at the beginning. It is at the moment when most people give up. Comment 111 if you believe in my power to shift things right now. Your son's name is written on the palm of my hand. I have not forgotten him. I have seen how the enemy has tried to pull him into wrong things, wrong people, wrong places. I have watched how fear has gripped your heart when you think about his future. But hear me. No matter what it looks like, I am still God, and I still write the final chapter. You may feel like the story is getting darker, but I am the light. I am about to step into his life in a way that will leave even you speechless. You will see changes, but not just changes that make you say, "Thank God." I am speaking of changes that will make you fall to your knees in awe. I am the same God who opened the Red Sea, who shut the mouths of lions, who raised the dead. I am not finished showing my power in your life. And today your son is the target of my mercy. I will rescue him. I will restore what was stolen. I will rebuild what was broken. But I need your faith now, not later. Not when it feels better. Right now. Let the world say what it wants. Let others doubt. Let even your own thoughts shake. But don't move from my word. This is why I've sent this moment to stop you and speak clearly. What's coming in the next hour is not small. It's not light. It will shake you, but it will not destroy you, because I am already in it. Even if news comes that seems hard, even if something shifts unexpectedly, know that I am still in full control. I allow nothing without purpose. Nothing passes my eyes unnoticed. I am stirring the hearts of people around your son right now. Teachers, mentors, even strangers. I am shifting the atmosphere to favor him, to guard him, to awaken what I placed inside of him before he was even born. He is not too far gone. He is not lost. He is not forgotten. You may not see it yet, but I'm already working. I'm already moving. My spirit is surrounding him. Even as you hear these words, chains are breaking. Darkness is trembling. Lies are falling apart. This is your time to believe again, to speak life over him, to call him back into destiny. Speak it now. He will live and not die. He will rise and not fall. He will fulfill every purpose I created him for. I didn't bring you here to watch you suffer. I didn't call you just to break your heart. You are a vessel of my love. And through your faith, I will do what doctors, counselors, or money never could. If you've ever needed to trust me now. If you've ever needed to hold on now. You will not see your child fall into the hands of the enemy. No matter how far he's gone, I am pulling him back. You are not praying alone. Heaven is standing with you. Angels are assigned. The fight is not over. The turnaround is near. You've been weary, but now you will be renewed. And if this word has pierced your heart, if you know this is for you, like this video as a sign of your faith, not for show, not for people, but as a step of trust in what I've declared. Every tear you've cried over him, I have caught. Every moment you've said, God, I don't know what else to do, I have heard. You were never unheard. You were never ignored. I have been planning his return, his healing, his deliverance long before this moment. You are here now because I needed you to know it's close. Very close. So watch the next hour with eyes of faith. Watch with expectation. Don't fear what may happen. Trust in what I've already secured. Your son is mine before he was yours. And I take care of what belongs to me. His steps are being redirected. His heart is being softened. Even if you don't see it, yet keep standing. Because when I speak, nothing stays the same. I see the heaviness in your chest when you look at your son and wonder what he's battling inside. You've tried to stay strong, but I've seen the way your soul trembles when no one is watching. I've seen you replay words in your mind, wondering if you said too much or too little. I've heard the quiet questions. Did I do enough? Did I miss the moment? But hear me now. I am the God who restores even the moments that seem lost. I am the God who revives what looks dead. I am the God who turns ashes into beauty. And I have not missed a single detail about your son. Comment 22 if you trust what I am saying to you now. There have been spiritual attacks aimed directly at your child. I do not say this to scare you. I say this to awaken you. The enemy has studied your family line. He knows your son carries something holy, something powerful, something that could shift generations. That is why he's been targeted. That's why you've seen confusion rise. That's why doors have slammed shut and strange behavior has come out of nowhere. This isn't just a phase. This isn't just life being unfair. This is spiritual warfare. But I have declared war on what tried to claim your son. Do not underestimate the power of your voice. Speak life. Speak my promises. Speak my name over him. Even if he seems far away, your words are not bouncing off walls. They are piercing through the darkness. Your voice carries weight in the heavens. Every time you say, Lord, cover him, I do. Every time you whisper, "Jesus, save him," I move. Even when your words feel weak or tired, they thunder in my ears because they come from a heart I created. I am assigning angels to surround him, not just for protection, but for direction. I will not let him walk blind through the traps of the enemy. I will not allow him to be taken before his time. The confusion he's walking through will begin to clear. He will not stay in the place of fear, anger, or distance. I am reaching into the places you cannot reach. I am speaking into the parts of his soul that no one sees. My love is chasing him down, and it will not fail. Comment 333 to declare your faith that your son will rise. I want you to understand something deeply. This battle is not about just today. It is about generations to come. The enemy wants to use your son to create patterns of pain, addiction, and destruction. But I am breaking that. I am establishing a new legacy through your obedience, through your prayers, and through your surrender. You are the gatekeeper of your home, and I have anointed you to stand in the gap. This is not just about saving him. It's about saving the future. There are things that will come to light in the coming hours. Watch for them. A conversation, a phone call, a shift in his behavior. It may not look how you expect it to. It may even feel like things are getting worse before they get better. But do not panic. Do not speak fear into the atmosphere. Remember what I told you. I am already in it. I am already ahead of it. I am using even the shaking to expose what has been hidden so I can heal what has been hurting. There are people in your son's life right now that do not belong there. Their words are like poison to his spirit. Their influence is a snare. I'm going to begin removing them. Some of it will be quick, some will be subtle, but you will see it. And when it happens, do not fight to hold on. Let go of what I am removing. Trust me, I know what I am doing. Your son does not need popularity. He needs purpose. And I will surround him with people who speak purpose into his soul. I am also working in the area of identity. Your son has forgotten who he is. The enemy has tried to bury his worth under shame, mistakes, and labels. But I am peeling it all off. I am reminding him of the name I gave him. He is not defined by his failures. He is not limited by his past. He is not bound by the expectations of this world. I created him on purpose for purpose. And that purpose will rise again. You may think your prayers have gone unanswered, but I tell you nothing you have prayed has been wasted. You planted seeds, and I am watering them. Even if the soil looked dry, even if nothing seemed to grow, even if you've waited years, I have not forgotten. I am the God of the harvest. I do not forget the cries of a mother or father who kneels before me in faith. I do not ignore the heart that breaks over their child. I am near to the brokenhearted, and I promise you your tears are producing something holy. Don't let the world tell you to give up. Don't let your thoughts lie to you. You are not powerless. You are not alone. I am with you. I am holding your hand in this. I am lifting your head. I am filling your mouth with truth. And I will not leave you disappointed. What I start, I finish. What I bless, I protect. What I promise, I fulfill. Now breathe again. Rest in my word. Let peace rise in your heart. The storm may still be around you, but I am in your boat. I am not shaken. I am not confused. I am not delayed. I know what time it is. I know how much time is left. And I promise you, This hour will not end in sorrow. It will end in glory. You have cried out for a sign. You've said, God, show me that you hear me. Show me that you're still working. This is your sign. This word, this moment, it's the confirmation you've been begging for. You are not losing your son. You are not losing this battle. You are not watching your child slip away. I am grabbing hold of him with a force that hell cannot match. I am placing my mark back on his heart. Even if he has strayed, even if he is confused, even if he is angry, I am still his God and I still have the final say. Comment 555 if you believe I have the final say over your son's life. The enemy has tried to whisper lies to you. Lies that say it's too late. Lies that say he's too far gone. Lies that say you failed him. But I am truth, and my truth breaks every lie. It's not too late. He's not too far. And you did not fail. You stood in faith when you felt weak. You held on when everything in you wanted to give up. And because of your faith, I am moving not just for you, but through you. I am raising up a testimony from your home. You will not be remembered for pain. You will not be remembered for loss. You will be remembered for redemption. Your family will carry a story of grace that others will run to when they need hope. They will see the turnaround in your son and say, only God could have done that. Because it will be that dramatic. It will be that undeniable. You will watch the very child you feared for become a vessel of light. You will see him walk in purpose and speak with authority that comes only from me. I know the weight you carry. I know you replay moments trying to figure out what you could have done differently. I know the ache when he looks at you with distance in his eyes. I know how you long for connection, for peace, for joy in your home again. And I promise you, I'm not just working in his heart, I'm working in yours too. I'm healing the places in you that have bled in silence. I'm restoring your confidence. I'm showing you that your voice still matters, that your love still breaks through walls, and that your prayers still shake heaven. Comment 1212 if you receive this healing in your heart today. Now listen carefully. In the coming hours, there will be a moment where you'll be tempted to panic. Something unexpected may come up. A conversation, a reaction, a piece of news. Do not let fear take over. That moment is not to destroy you. It is to reveal where I want to bring victory. You must walk through that moment, not with dread, but with trust. You must remember what I've spoken to you here. The shock may come, but it will not be the end. It will be the turning point. And after that, I will begin to bring restoration. I want you to begin to speak out loud what you want to see. No more words of fear, no more hopeless declarations. Say what I say. Declare what I've promised. Say it. Even if you don't feel it, yet say it. Even if nothing looks different, speak life over him. Call him a man of purpose. Call him chosen. Call him protected. Call him blessed. Let your house be filled with words of faith, not fear. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. And right now, your tongue is a weapon. There are promises I've made over your family that have not expired. I have not forgotten. What I spoke over your son's life before he was born is still alive. I have not changed my mind. He may have drifted, but I have stayed. I have kept watch over him through every storm, every dark night, every reckless decision. My mercy has shielded him even when he didn't know it. You wonder how he made it through some things that was me. You wonder how he wasn't swallowed by the darkness that was me. I am the same God who rescued David even after his failures. The same God who called Peter even after his denial. The same God who met Saul on the road and turned him into Paul. I specialize in transformation. I specialize in redemption. No heart is too hard for me. No mistake is too deep for me. I will show you that nothing can separate your son from my love. You may not have all the answers. That's okay. I don't ask you to be perfect. I ask you to trust me. I ask you to pray even when you don't see results. I ask you to hope even when it hurts. I ask you to stand even when you're tired, because I am building something eternal in your family, something that will go beyond this season, something that will bless generations to come. I will not allow fear to have the last word in your home. I will not allow depression to take root in your son's spirit. I will not allow addiction to define him. I will not allow confusion to lead him. I am breaking every chain, every lie, every curse that has followed your bloodline. The cycle ends here. It ends with you. It ends today. So don't stop now. Don't let doubt win. You have come too far. The breakthrough is closer than you think. The hour is not against you. It is for you. This is a divine setup. You will look back on this day and say, that's when everything started to change. Your son will one day speak of this moment and say, I don't know how, but something shifted. Because I am the God who shifts things in an instant. I am the God of sudden turnarounds. I am the God who steps in when it looks impossible. And I say this to you, nothing is too hard for me. You asked for a sign, and I am giving you one through this message. Your son is not out of reach. Though he may feel distant, and though his heart may seem hard, I am still near to him. I am closer than his breath. I am speaking to him in ways you can't see. Through people, through dreams, through even his unrest, I am whispering truth into the deepest places of his soul, and those whispers are growing louder. He will not be able to silence them. He will not be able to run from my love. I have marked him, and I will not let him go. Comment 777 if you believe your son is marked by God's love. I know there have been nights where you've wept without words, where you stared at the ceiling wondering if anything would ever change. I have collected every tear. They were not wasted. They were not ignored. Each one has been part of the intercession that has reached my throne. You were not praying alone. Heaven was moved by your pain. And now heaven is moving on your behalf. You feel the pressure mounting the weight of not knowing what's next. But let me remind you, pressure always comes before birthing. You are standing on the edge of breakthrough. What feels like chaos is the stirring before the calm. What feels like shaking is actually me uprooting what does not belong in your son's life. Do not fear the shaking. Do not fear what looks like a setback. I am allowing certain things to be revealed so I can deal with them fully. What was hidden is coming into the light, and I will use that light to begin the healing. Right now, the enemy is hoping you'll give up. He wants you to throw up your hands in defeat. He wants you to accept fear as truth. But I am calling you to stand. Even when you don't feel strong, I am your strength. Even when your knees buckle under the weight, I am the one holding you up. This isn't just about your son. It's about who you are becoming in the process. I am making you into a warrior of faith. You are learning how to stand when others sit, how to believe when others doubt, how to fight with prayer instead of panic. Comment 999. If you refuse to give up, no matter what the enemy tries, there will be a moment, and it's coming soon, when your son will feel a sudden stirring in his spirit. It may not make sense to him at first. It might come as a wave of emotion or deep discomfort in places he once felt comfortable. That is me. That is my spirit calling him back. You may not witness it firsthand, but trust that it is happening. Just as I called Moses from the wilderness, I will call your son out of his wandering. And just as I changed Saul on the road to Damascus, I will change the direction of your son's steps. Do not let your prayers stop just because you get tired. Even when you see progress, keep praying. Even when he smiles again, keep covering him. Even when he says he's fine, keep lifting his name up to me. You are planting seeds in the Spirit, and the harvest is coming. Some blessings require consistent faith. Some miracles come to those who press through, not those who pause too soon. Don't pause now. Don't step back. Keep your heart in alignment with mine. And watch what I will do. I am working through everything, even the parts you wish had never happened. The arguments, the bad choices, the mistakes, nothing is too broken for me to use. I am a master at redemption. I can take what was meant for evil and turn it into the very thing that brings your son home. You will see how I use pain to produce power, how I use wounds to birth wisdom, how I use detours to lead people back to their true path. You might feel alone in this battle, but you are not. Others may not understand the spiritual war you're facing. They may tell you to stop hoping to just accept things as they are. But you are not called to live by sight. You are called to live by faith. And faith sees what eyes cannot. Faith believes what circumstances deny. Faith holds on to promises that haven't yet come to pass. That's the kind of faith I am building in you right now. There is a hedge of protection around your son. My angels are stationed near him. They are not passive. They are fighting. They are guarding him in moments you never even knew were dangerous. There were accidents that never happened because I intervened. There were influences that never made it to him because I blocked them. You may never know all the things I prevented, but know this: I've never stopped watching over him. His future is not in the hands of fear. His future is in my hands. I have plans for him, plans to give him hope and a future not to harm him, plans that will unfold in time step by step. He may resist it now, but he will not resist forever. My love is patient. My grace is persistent. My purpose is louder than his confusion. And when the time is right, everything will fall into place. You are not powerless. You are not failing. You are exactly where I need you to be. On your knees in faith, standing in the gap. You are the bridge between your son and the future I have for him. You are the voice crying out on his behalf, and every cry is heard. Every act of love, every moment of surrender, it matters more than you know. So hold tight. Even if your hands are tired, lift your head. Even if your heart feels heavy, you are not walking this road in vain. You are walking it with me. And together, we are writing a new story for your son. Even now, while you read this, my spirit is hovering over your household. You may not feel it in the natural, but in the spirit. Angels are moving, strongholds are shaking, and walls are beginning to crack. The enemy has tried to build fortresses around your son's mind, walls of shame, fear, rebellion, and confusion. but I am tearing them down one by one. Every lie that said, "You're not worthy," every voice that said, "You're too far gone," is being silenced by my truth. The sound of my voice is louder, and your son is going to hear it. Comment 1010 if you believe my voice is louder than every lie. I want you to hear this clearly. Your son was born for more than what he's walking in right now. He carries something eternal, something rare. That's why the pressure has been so intense. That's why the fight has felt so heavy. He is not just any child. He is a carrier of light. He was set apart before you even held him in your arms. I was already breathing destiny into his bones before his first cry. And I'm still breathing now. There have been battles you fought that he doesn't even know about. There have been moments when you've stood between him and darkness with only prayer holding you up. I saw it all. I honored every word. I measured every tear. You didn't know it, but you were doing spiritual warfare, and your prayers reached further than you imagined. They touched things in his soul that words couldn't reach. You planted seeds in him that are now beginning to break through the soil. You may not see fruit yet, but the roots are growing strong. You've asked, "Lord, how much longer?" I say to you, stay steady. I am not late. I am not ignoring you. I am building something unshakable. Quick fixes don't last, but what I'm doing in your son will last for generations. I'm not just preparing a moment, I'm preparing a legacy. You will see him rise. You will see him change. And when it happens, you'll realize that every moment of waiting was not a delay, but a preparation. Comment 1515 to declare that you believe in your son's legacy. Your son may have made choices that broke your heart. He may have said things that stung like arrows, but those moments do not define him. What defines him is my hand, my word, and my mercy. My mercy is rewriting his story. My mercy is stronger than his mistakes. He will not be known by failure. He will not be known by addiction, rebellion, or shame. He will be known by my grace. He will be known by redemption. He will be known as the one who came back home to the Father. I am softening his heart even now. Where it has grown cold, I am bringing warmth. Where it has been wounded, I am applying healing. Where he has been stubborn, I am pouring out gentleness. There's a moment coming soon where you will see a change in his eyes. Watch for it. It may be small. It may be quiet. But it will be real. And from that moment, the turn will begin. You will need to respond with grace. When that door cracks open, do not rush it. Do not force it. Walk with me. And I will guide every word, every silence, every action. There's a divine rhythm to healing. And I want you to walk in step with me. I am healing not just him, but you. Your relationship with him will be restored. Not back to what it was, but to something better, stronger, deeper, and more holy. I know what this battle has cost you. I know the toll it's taken on your emotions, your energy, your peace. And I say to you now, rest is coming. I will give you rest. I will give you moments of joy again. Moments where you laugh without fear. Moments where your heart is light again. You've carried sorrow for too long. Now I will pour out peace. Let me carry what you've been holding. Let me lift what has burdened your shoulders. The voices of doubt will try to rise. They will say, nothing's changing. They will say, you're still in the same place. Do not listen. Those voices do not come from me. I never told you to walk by sight. I told you to walk by faith. And faith sees what the eyes cannot. Faith holds on even when there's no proof yet. And faith pleases me. You don't need to understand everything to believe me. You just need to trust that I've already gone ahead of you. If you could see what I'm preparing, you would never doubt again. I'm opening doors in your son's path, doors that will lead him into the right people, the right places, the right moments. I am removing wrong influences. Some of it will look sudden. Some will come through conflict. But don't resist what I remove. What I take away, I always replace with something better. I'm not punishing him. I'm protecting him. Your household is under my covering. The very place you are sitting now is surrounded by angels. There is more happening in the spiritual realm than you can imagine. Warfare is real, but so is victory. The enemy is loud, but I am louder. The storm may shake, but I am unshaken. I am your anchor. I am your shield. I am the Father who never leaves. I am speaking over your son now, and I want you to say it with me in your heart. He will not die, but live. He will rise. He will walk in the calling I placed in him. He will not be lost. He will not be taken out early. He will not be wasted. He is mine. He is chosen. He is covered, and he will be restored. Your obedience to stay, to believe, to pray. It is not small to me. It is mighty. Your love is not weak. It is powerful. It mirrors my love. And because you have stood in faith, I will do what only I can do. Watch and see. You wonder if you're hearing me clearly. You wonder if all this is really meant for you. I say to you again, yes, it is. I would not have drawn your spirit to this moment if it wasn't divinely appointed. You are here because I called you. You are reading this because you're part of what I am doing, and your son. He is the reason I've stirred heaven's attention toward your home. He has an appointment with destiny, and I will not let him miss it. Comment 1717 if you believe God has a divine purpose for your son. There is a kind of miracle that doesn't come with fireworks or loud moments. There is a quiet miracle, a deep one, the kind that happens when a heart begins to shift in silence. That's what I'm doing now. Not everything will be visible right away. Some things will happen beneath the surface in his thoughts, in his dreams, in the way he feels when he's alone. I'm speaking to him in the quiet. I'm disrupting every lie he's believed, every label he's worn that did not come from me. I am stripping it away. Even if your son seems distant from you, I am drawing him close to me. Even if he pushes back, I am pulling him in. I don't need him to come perfectly. I only need him to turn slightly, and when he does, I will run to him. I'm not waiting with judgment. I'm waiting with mercy. Like the father who ran to the prodigal son, I am ready to cover him with grace. The moment he turns, you've prayed. Lord, give me a sign that he's okay. Let me give you that peace now. He is in my hands, not for a moment, not temporarily, but fully, safely, always. There have been things that tried to claim him. Addictions, pressures, distractions, even spiritual battles you haven't seen. But none of them have won. He is still mine. You may feel like time is slipping away, but I tell you now, I'm a God who redeems time. I will restore what was lost. You may feel tired. I see that you've been fighting with love, fighting with prayer, fighting in silence, while carrying a smile on your face. You've been strong for others while your heart has been aching. But today I give you permission to exhale. You don't have to carry this alone. I never asked you to fix everything. I only asked you to trust me with everything. And I will prove to you that your trust is not in vain. Comment Amen if you release this burden into my hands. Now hear me closely. There are things I'm aligning that you can't yet see. I'm placing people in your son's path who will be light. Voices that will echo what you've been praying. Strangers who will speak truth into his spirit when he least expects it. I can use anyone, anything at any time. I can speak through music, through a moment of stillness, even through brokenness. Nothing is beyond me. I will use it all. There's a moment coming, and it will come soon, where he'll feel an urge to change. It may come as restlessness. It may look like a breakdown, but it's not the end. It's the opening. It's the breaking of the shell that has kept him distant from truth. And in that moment, I want you to respond with love, not control. I want you to wrap him in grace, not guilt. I want you to see him with the same eyes I see him with, redeemed, not ruined. You're going to see progress that's slow at first. A softening in his tone, a hesitation before anger, a question about faith. Don't overlook the small signs. They are proof that I am working, and every time you see them, thank me. Even if it's not everything you hoped for, yet thank me. Because praise in the small leads to breakthroughs in the big. When you thank me in faith, you move heaven. I want to tell you something important. Stop comparing your son's path to others. His story won't look like theirs. He may not take the easy road, but his road is covered in grace. And I will still get him to where he needs to be. He doesn't have to be perfect for me to use him. He doesn't have to be spotless for me to love him. He just has to be willing. And I'm working on his willingness. There's healing coming into your home. Healing that will mend years of tension. Healing that will restore laughter. Healing that will make room for joy again. You thought peace had left for good, but I'm bringing it back. I'm not just healing him. I'm healing you. Healing your heart, healing the part of you that stopped believing you were a good parent. You are not failing. You have fought well, and I am proud of you. This is not just a message of comfort. It's a call to war, but not with fear, with faith, with prayer, with trust. Go to your knees, not in weakness, but in power. Speak life over your son daily, even when no one's watching, even when you're not sure he's listening. Your words carry heaven's authority. Use them. Begin to walk through your house, declaring peace. Speak over his room, his bed, his phone, his school, his friendships. Bless the space he walks in. Invite my presence into every corner. You are the spiritual covering over him. Stand in it boldly. Speak my promises aloud. Let the enemy know that your home belongs to me. Let today mark a shift in your spirit. Let it be the day you stopped begging and started believing. Let it be the day you stopped doubting and started declaring. Your son will live. He will overcome. He will be restored. And you will see it with your own eyes. You see, I do not patch things temporarily. I restore completely. I go to the root of what's broken, not just the surface. And I know what's been buried inside your son, his silent battles, his hidden wounds, his quiet fears. I see it all. And I don't turn away. I move toward pain, not from it. I move toward confusion, not around it. I move toward the broken, not the perfect. I'm not afraid of your son's pain, and I'm not done with his story. Comment Amen if you believe his story is still unfolding under my hand. I am the God who restores lost years. The seasons you feel were wasted, the years of rebellion, the months of distance, the time lost in anger or silence. I redeem all of it. I bring beauty out of what feels like wasted time. I don't need perfect years to fulfill my purpose. I only need a willing heart. And I'm reaching for your son's heart even now. You don't need to understand how. Just believe that I can. I've done it for others. I will do it for you. There's been a quiet battle in your son's mind, a war between truth and lies. He's been told who he is by voices that did not come from me. Voices that called him a failure, a burden, a mistake. But I'm silencing those voices. I'm removing their grip, and I'm speaking a better name over him. Loved, chosen, worthy. My child, he doesn't need to earn it. He just needs to receive it. And I will bring him to that place. You've wondered, what if he never comes back to you, Lord? But I say this, he's already on his way. Even now, even if his actions don't show it yet, his spirit is stirring. I have planted something eternal in him, and it cannot be undone. It cannot be erased. My word over his life will not return void. I will finish what I started, not in your timing, but in my perfect plan. Comment 222. If you trust my plan is still in motion for your son. You felt guilt. You've asked yourself if this is your fault, if you missed something, if you could have prayed more, parented differently, or done something better. But I release you from that guilt now. I never called you to be perfect. I called you to trust me. You are not the Savior I am. You are not the healer I am. Your job was never to carry the whole weight. It was to place it in my hands. And because you did, I am now lifting what has tried to crush your spirit. I'm bringing comfort into the spaces where anxiety has lived. I'm pouring peace into the places where fear has grown. You will breathe freely again. You will rest again. You will no longer walk on edge, waiting for the next problem to arise. I am calming the storm inside your mind. I'm speaking to your heart the same way I spoke to the winds. Peace, be still, and it will listen. Your son will rise. He will rise from the confusion. He will rise from the battles that have tried to define him. He will rise from the labels others tried to stick on him. He will rise from the isolation and into the light. And you will witness it. You will see the shift. You will hear the change in his voice. You will recognize the peace returning to his eyes. And when that happens, you will know it was me. Not chance, not luck, not coincidence. Me, the Lord your God, who kept him, who carried him, who never let him go. Who remembered every prayer, every cry, every moment you didn't have words, and just sat in silence, trusting I could hear what your heart couldn't speak. There will be a moment soon where you'll want to react quickly, whether to something he says, something he does, or something unexpected. I need you to remember this. Respond. Don't react. Respond in peace. Respond in faith. Don't meet fear with fear. Meet it with confidence in me. I will guide your words. I will fill your mouth with wisdom. Just be still long enough to hear me first. I am rewriting the atmosphere in your home. It will not be a place of tension, but of peace. It will not echo with arguments, but with laughter. It will not carry the weight of worry, but the sound of worship. I will make your home a sanctuary. You will wake up without dread. You will sleep without fear. You will look at your son without pain in your heart, because I am healing not just him, but everything around him. I know that waiting is painful. I know how long this has felt. But what I am doing is worth the wait. You're not waiting in vain. You're waiting with purpose. And every moment of faith you've shown in the wait has moved heaven. You may not feel strong, but your obedience has been powerful. The world may not see what you've endured, but I've seen every second, and I'm rewarding it. You don't need to beg me for what I already want to give. You don't need to plead for what I've already promised. You are not twisting my arm with your prayers. You are simply aligning with what I already planned. My love for your son is deeper than yours could ever be. My commitment to his future is stronger than you imagine. I formed him. I knew him before he was born, and I have never once stopped loving him. Stand firm now. Stay close to me. Do not waver when you don't see change overnight. Some roots take time to grow deep before fruit appears, but when it does, it lasts. And I am not growing temporary change in your son. I am building something unshakable. You may not hear a trumpet sound. You may not feel a dramatic shift, but what I'm doing is real. I'm working in silence. I'm working in layers. There are places in your son's heart. I am gently uncovering places even he has tried to ignore. I am not coming with force. I am coming with love. And love breaks through the deepest walls. Love reaches beyond rebellion. Love heals the wound that pride tries to hide. My love is not conditional, and I'm pouring that love out over your son even now. Comment 333 if you believe love never fails. There is a turning coming, a moment that may not look like breakthrough at first, but it will be. You may hear something difficult. You may see something that makes your heart drop, but don't let that shake your faith, because even what seems wrong, I can use to make things right. I'm pulling darkness into the light, not to expose your son in shame, but to free him. He cannot heal from what he hides. So I'm gently revealing things that need my touch. Trust me with what comes to light. I will cover him in mercy. And you, yes, you, I am not just working through you. I am healing you too. You've spent so long carrying this weight for your son that you've forgotten how heavy it's become. I see your strength, but I also see your silent exhaustion. I see the way you stay strong for others, but collapse emotionally when no one sees. Let me carry you. Let me hold the pieces you've tried to keep together. You don't have to pretend to be okay. I already know, and I'm not disappointed. I'm proud of how you've stood through the storm. There are prayers you whispered months or years ago, ones you've forgotten, but I haven't. Not one word you spoke in faith was lost. I collected everyone, and now, in this appointed time, I'm answering prayers you thought I ignored. My timing is perfect, even if it feels late. I was never slow. I was preparing hearts, aligning circumstances, protecting what needed to be preserved. And now, the hour of unfolding is near. Comment 1. If you believe God's timing is never late. There will be things that change suddenly. Relationships your son depended on may fall away. Habits he leaned on for comfort may no longer satisfy him. It might confuse him. It might frustrate him. But it's part of the process. I am removing false foundations. I am shaking what is unstable not to harm, but to rebuild. He doesn't need what I'm taking away. And you don't need to fear what's leaving. What I remove, I replace with what's holy, healthy, and right. I am also restoring your authority. You felt powerless as a parent, like your voice no longer matters. But I say this, your voice still echoes in his soul. Even when he rolls his eyes, even when he turns away, he hears you. Not just your words, but your prayers, your heart, your love. I will use your voice to call him back. He may not respond at first. He may push away. But the words of a parent surrendered to me never go unheard. Keep declaring truth. Keep blessing his future. Keep rejecting the lies. The enemy wants you to be silent. But you were never meant to be quiet in this battle. You were meant to declare war in prayer. You were meant to walk your house like a warrior. You were meant to speak my promises, even when everything around you says it's too late. Because it's not too late. As long as breath remains, I can still move, and I will. There is also healing coming to your family line. Things that have repeated for generations. Brokenness, addiction, division, fear, those things are being broken in your lifetime. I'm using you to stop the cycle. What touched your father? What tried to cling to your mother? What stalked your family with pain? It ends now. It will not pass through your son. It will not continue in silence. You've stood in the gap, and I'm honoring that stand. This is bigger than today, bigger than your household. What I'm doing through you will echo into generations you haven't even seen. One day your son will look back and say, "My life changed because my parent refused to stop believing." And he will say it not with shame, but with gratitude, with awe. He will know the power of prayer because he witnessed it firsthand in you. Don't stop now. Don't fall into despair just before the door opens. This pressure you feel is not punishment. It's a sign that birth is close. This weight you're carrying is not yours to bear alone. Hand it over, moment by moment. I am able. I am near. I am holding you both. I want you to do something even now. Speak your son's name out loud. Bless him. Even if no one is around, even if your heart is heavy, say his name, then say, "He is God's. He will rise. He is not lost." Speak it even if you're crying. Speak it even if you're unsure. Because your words spoken in faith hold power. I am creating beauty from ashes. What has looked messy and painful is being reshaped by my hands. What was meant to break you will bless you. What was meant to divide will be the place of reconciliation. Your son will know peace. He will know joy. He will know purpose. He will come to know me not just through religion, but through relationship. This is not about controlling him. It's about trusting me. I'm not asking you to fix him. I'm asking you to follow me. When you follow, I lead. When you trust, I act. When you surrender, I show up. And I'm showing up now. So keep standing. Keep waiting. Not passively, but prayerfully, expectantly. Let this be the hour where your faith rises again. Let this be the moment you decide to hope again. Let this be the night you sleep, knowing I have your son fully in my care. Even now I am holding him. I have never loosened my grip. Even in his rebellion, I did not let go. Even in his silence, I stayed near. I have surrounded him when he was alone. I have whispered to him when he could not hear his own thoughts. I have protected him in rooms you've never seen from dangers you never knew existed. My hand has been over his life like a banner. He may not recognize it yet, but he will. Comment Amen if you believe your son is surrounded by God's hand. You have questioned how long this season will last. You've asked if the pain has a purpose. Let me answer you. Yes, it does. This is not wasted pain. I am using every tear, every sleepless night, every anxious breath to prepare something powerful. Your son is not just being rescued, he is being called. And what he is called to do is not ordinary. It is weighty. It is holy. That is why the battle has been so fierce. The enemy is not fighting what he doesn't fear. And your son has something inside him that hell fears deeply. But I remind you, I am greater. I am stronger. I am the author of destiny, and I will finish what I started. I am removing the voices that confused him. I am stripping away the influences that distracted him. I am clearing the fog from his mind. This next season will be a season of clarity for him and for you. Things you didn't understand before will suddenly begin to make sense. Doors that once closed will now swing wide open. You will say, "Now I see why we had to go through that." Comment 777 if you're ready for the season of clarity. And I need you to prepare, because when this shift begins, it may feel unfamiliar. You're used to the struggle, the silence, the worry. But I am replacing those things with peace, with movement, with restoration. You will need to adjust to answered prayers. You will need to open your heart to receive joy again. You've lived in survival mode for so long, but I'm bringing you into a new place, a place of peace, a place of promise. You'll notice at first, in small ways, a softer word, a pause before anger, a spark of interest in things he once rejected. Don't dismiss these signs. They are not random. They are evidence of the Spirit at work. Celebrate the little things. Thank me for them. I am giving you glimpses of what's coming to stir your hope. Hope is a weapon. Use it. The enemy has tried to wear you down with delay, but I am renewing your strength in the waiting.